Hello everyone, Professor Conscience here. We have a special treat for you today. It is a very American sketch that we will be reading to you using funny voices, and it is called This Sketch Sucks, a sketch by Sylvester H. Arthur. The action takes place around a desk with a laptop on it. Gary is seated at the laptop and is frowning at it, and leaning back in his chair. Larry is behind him a little bit stage right, looking at the laptop and frowning as well. Gary, this sketch sucks. I know. I mean, it really sucks. Larry, I know. What went wrong? We were drunk, that's what went wrong. Can we make it funnier? No, there's nothing we can do. The whole thing is doomed. You don't think we can fix it? It's incoherent. There's nothing to work with. We have a deadline. I know. What do we do? We warn people. We warn people. Is there an echo in here? Sorry. So what else do we do? We warn people that the sketch they are about to watch sucks. And then we don't show the sketch. And then we tell them that we couldn't because it was just too awful. They're better off. That's right. Okay, open a new blank document. Way ahead of you. Take this down. Help me out if I get stuck. Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to warn you about the sketch you are about to watch. The whole thing sucks. From beginning to end. It just plain sucks. Okay, help me. It does not matter your politics. This sketch will offend you. It does not matter your religious persuasion. This sketch will upset you. Ladies and gentlemen, this sketch is paint drying on a wall. The sketch runs 20 minutes. 20 minutes of paint drying on a wall. The writers could have brought you jokes from any number of situations involving characters of all kinds, but instead you will watch paint dry for 20 minutes. There is actually a narration that goes along with the paint drying on a wall. That's right, you get to hear all about the rates at which the different colors of paint dry, depending on the angle of the sun and the humidity and other factors. As if that weren't enough, the narration has been translated into 10 different languages. You get to hear about paint drying in Spanish, French, Italian, German. I can't even go on. It would at least be nice if the writers could have brought you various colors drying on various kinds of wood and brick and other substances, everything from painted park benches to classic cars which had just been painted. But no, you get eggshell white paint drying on stucco for 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, this sketch is absolutely devoid of comedy. There are no detectable jokes of any kind. No riddles, no knock-knock jokes, not even an amusing limerick. There once was some paint that was drying. That would be the start of something, but it's not. And the most infuriating, despicable, disgusting, frustrating aspect of this horrible sketch is the fact that the paint never dries. The sketch ends with the promise that it will be continued. None of this is comedy, not even in the most liberal translation of the word. No one will find any aspect of this sketch the least bit amusing. The writers have had the nerve, no, the audacity, to include a laugh track. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch this sketch, you will actually hear applause at paint drying on a wall. The very idea. We just want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that the writers of this foul sketch have been strung up upside down naked and painted themselves using permanent fiberglass lace paint which never stops itching. When they are done being tortured in that manner, the writers of this putrid stink bomb of a sketch will be forced to paint an entire building silver and then sit and watch it dry. For those of you who are not aware, silver is the slowest drying paint. This sketch was entirely unnecessary. Paint drying on a wall. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the bathroom. Take a newspaper. Do anything. Except for watch paint dry on a wall. Save yourselves. Some will find it impossible to turn away. We warn you, this is grotesque. This is disturbing. Watch this at your own peril. It will bore you beyond the human limits of boredom. You may not wake up. We warn you, this sketch sucks. The sketch sucks worse than any sketch you have ever seen. You must take our word. Do not watch. Once you begin, you may not be able to turn away. If you do watch, you may fool yourself into believing that you are actually seeing the paint get darker as it dries. If you do watch this, you are likely to beat your head against a wall. And now, for your entertainment, without further ado, paint drying on a wall. Ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't. We just couldn't do it. We couldn't subject you to 20 minutes of paint drying on a wall commercial free. To those of you who were looking forward to it, there is something wrong with you. Good people, please understand we have censorship for a reason. Just trust us, you're better off. We do apologize because we have wasted a lot of time here today. Thanks again for not watching. The end.